Hi Tiger Cubs, I'm Claire.
I'm Keen.
I'm Caden.
I'm Max.
I'm Izzy.
And this is
the final episode of Tiger Cub News.
Hi, I'm Taylor.
And I'm Willow. And here's ASP Announcements. Welcome to ASP Announcements
with Taylor
and Willow. Hey Tiger Cubs.
Happy last episode. Also, congratulations to Kayla Yao, EJ Pearson, Ryan Chi, and Evan Chang, our new freshman officers.
I can't believe it. Today we're going to do something a little special.
Hi, I'm Liam Painter.
And I'm Kyle Wang.
And we're your new ASP co-presidents. I'm looking forward to running next year's dances so that it can go as smoothly as possible.
And I'm most excited to help make our school a better place.
Today we'll be passing on the torch of ASP and ASP announcements to the new generation.
We're going to miss you guys.
That's all. Again, I'm Taylor.
And I'm Willow.
See you next time, Tiger Cubs.
Hi, I'm Benjamin.
Hi, I'm Maddox.
Hi, I'm Darren.
Right here.
And this is
Quick Talks. Quick Talks.
Are you sad that Quick Talks is ending?
Yeah, I'm really sad. It was a really fun season, and I really enjoyed interviewing people.
What was your favorite part about being in Quick Talks over the year?
My favorite part was editing because I got to chill, and I like editing. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Have you enjoyed this year's Quick Talk season?
I have enjoyed this Quick Talk season a lot because of all the people I've met and all the great answers people gave over the year of me being here.
Do you think this was the best Quick Talk seasons out of all the years TCN has been going for?
After watching the other Quick Talks in previous years, I believe that ours is the best so far because of our amazing editing skills and the amount of people we got throughout the year. We're just really good.
Who's your favorite person that you've interviewed during Quick Talks?
My favorite person? It's gotta be Jude Corey.
And why do you like him?
Jude Corey, he's always there. Even before we set up the camera, he's there. He always asks to be interviewed. We do it. He doesn't get in every episode, but he has been in a lot of them.
All right, thank you.
No.
Hi, I'm Alistair,
And I'm Kai.
and we are doing a review of the auditorium. Recently, there's been a lot of construction revolving around the auditorium. The auditorium's been undergoing a lot of construction because they've been adding new things such as lights and a modernized seating system, as well as exterior LEDs. Along with that, the board plans to get the clock tower up and running. Lastly, there was piece by piece removal of the auditorium's decommissioned furnace, and they replaced it with a new, more auditorium. They've also been refurbishing different things such as chairs and doors.
In the auditorium, we've been doing a lot of renovations, mainly with the electricians and changing the seats, repainting everything, resanding the foot of the stage. It was all mangled and stuff, and we sanded it down and got a nice finish on it, so it looks brand new. It's looking really nice. The furnace is really cool. The furnace, if you're on campus and you're on the quad on the left-hand side, if you're looking at the auditorium, there's this brick little structure. Deep down in there is an old furnace from 1916, 1917. I think they had to ship it by train from Chicago or something, and it used to be an old coal furnace. It hasn't been used since the 60s, I believe, and they're taking it out and putting a new heating system in there.
Hi, I'm Dennis, and this is Restaurants.
Hey dude, have you had French dips before? Oh yeah man, where they dip the bread in the meat grease? I love me some Philippe's. It's honestly... Are you good? Yeah, sorry. I just had an aneurysm from what I just heard. Do you not like Philippe's? What's the... Everybody knows that the French dip originated at Kohl's, the superior French dip place. I don't know why you're so pressed. Like, Philippe's at least has an actual customer base. Yeah, of people at the blissfully young age of 90. The place is retro and historic, and the joy comes from not just the food, but the experience. Oh yeah, I'm sure your wallet's having a grand old experience. Coles' French dip costs twice as much for half a sandwich. At least Coles' meat isn't dry. Yeah, it is actually. You literally rely on the separate dipping sauce, which works even better with the Philippe sandwiches. So you admit that the sauce is pretty good? Yeah, that stuff slaps. Don't you have to be 21 or older to get into Coles? Well, yeah. You're not even 18. This bickering has gone on since 1908, when both Philippe's and Coles claimed to be the originators of the French dip. Who really created them? Definitely not the French. But in the end, it doesn't really matter who came up with them, because they're both pretty good sandwiches. Thanks for watching this second half of the year. Dennis out.
Hi, I'm Alex, and you're about to watch the Borealis Oasis.
Okay, let's see here. What board games are left in the cellar that I didn't just stuff into a rapid Bowen to fill time? Okay, we have Cockroach Poker, Downforce, too many copies of Monopoly for my liking, Battleship, another Battleship for some reason. Ooh, this was a scrapped episode idea. Let's do it. Welcome to the Borealis Oasis. I'm Potiony, and this is Dixon.
Also, nobody told me that the finale is today, so I may just put an old New Year's hat on Potiony and a random yellow filter to show something about reminiscing. Enjoy the finale of a Crazy Bowen series.
Dixit is a common game where you have to decipher clues to figure out an image. Each round, a judge will pick a card and they will say almost anything. This hint will then make everyone else look for a card that will trick other players into voting for their card. You see, once everyone has selected a card, all cards are shown and voting begins. Everyone is voting according to what they think the judge put down. Afterward, points are awarded to everyone who got it right, and points are also rewarded to the judge, only if there's an in-between number of players who guessed the right card. You can't have everyone guess correctly, but you can also have everyone be incorrect. You have to find that middle ground, and this is the game's bread and butter. Along with beautiful artworks of cards, like, seriously, this game is so soft and cuddly, and with mountains full of DLC, you'll sure to enjoy every last minute of it. And hey, post-recording Potiony here. Hope you enjoyed this episode, because it is the last one. I'm taking off this voice filter and leaving it here for now. So, hey, I've been Potiony, this has been over 20 board games, and this has been the Short Bowen series.
Hi, I'm Sharia, and here's land acknowledgements. Hi, Tiger Cubs. This is our final week of TCN. Wow, that was fast. Well, anyway, today we're going to discuss what a land acknowledgement is. Land acknowledgements are a new concept, originally from the 1970s but became popular in the 21st century. They were created to honor Native Americans across the continent. They recognize the original caretakers of the land that we live on today. Why do we need land acknowledgements? Land acknowledgements are an act of thanks, honoring those who came before us for making South Pasadena and the rest of North America the beautiful place it is today. Speaking of which, our school will be implementing a land acknowledgement this year. To learn more, we spoke with Miss Baronetz, the school librarian, who first thought of this idea for SPMS.
When Miss Jenkins, 8th grade English teacher, had last November during National Native American History Month, she had 3 speakers that came, guest speakers that came and spoke to her classes. And each one of them was a representative or a tribal member of the Tongva tribe, which is a tribe that was prominent in Southern California in the Los Angeles area. The way we made this all happen was, so like I said, I was sort of inspired to do something about it.
Miss Baronetz worked with Miss Jenkins to get a group of 5 students who'd be willing to draft a land acknowledgement. These students are Megan Husker-Cano, Isabella Martinez-Miller, Kalea Plotnick, Appleen Tsai, and Shari Nadkarni. Land acknowledgements are important for the message they spread. But what does that do exactly?
To spread is that I like the idea of it sort of forcing people to think about where we are, about who was here before us, I hope it makes people think about that. It doesn't take much. It's just like a couple sentences. And like I say, if anyone like me is out there in the audience and they hear these for the first time and it blows their mind like it did me, then I would hope that would kind of spur them into some sort of action and to like sort of talk about this is a thing that happens and how important it is to recognize the people who are here before us.
Land acknowledgements are an important part of the recognition of Native tribes across the Americas. SPMS plans on continuing this tradition for years to come, honoring the stewards of this land and acknowledging their ancestral wisdom passed on to us. This has been an amazing year, Tiger Cubs, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a good summer break!
Hi, I'm Caden and I do jokes.
I'm Owen. I'm Izzy.
I'm Mateo.
I'm Lex. And this is Tiger Cub Chronicles.
Welcome back, Tiger Cubs, to our last ever episode. This week is unique. Instead of talking about something in the past, we'll be talking about something new. Drum roll, please. Tiger Cub News. Despite the current version of Tiger Cub News beginning around 5 years ago, the program itself has been around since 2017. From 2017 to 2018, Mr. Miller, an English teacher, was the first instructor and the creator of Tiger Cub News. Unlike the current show, it had only one class working on it and created 5 to 6 videos throughout the year, and each video was very short in length. A year later, 2018-2019, Mrs. PJ ran TCN and had 5 classes, aiming to create a much fuller news program. Both of these shows were originally uploaded to the SPMS website. After this point, the school found a new teacher, our very own Miss Lou. From 2019 to 2024, she has run the Tiger Cub News program and shifted the show from the school website to having its very own YouTube channel. She accelerated the growth of Tiger Cub News and has brought it to its current glory. TCN continues to achieve more success with each new teacher bringing their own ideas to the classroom. In the future, a new TCN teacher, Mr. Maston, will run the program. He is hoping to keep the same success as the program currently possesses. One segment that changed was the Man on the Streets part of the show, the type of segment that Quick Talks originates from. It used to be more focused on the name of the person, like Gabe on the Streets, but it has become Quick Talks that we know today. Over time, there began to be a bit more of a balance between news and entertainment, and segments aimed at to be more relevant to the school and express more creativity. As TCN continues to grow older, it will see new changes. This may lead to some interesting segments in the future, as the show seems to be transitioning to becoming more performance-based than it is now. Well, that's it, Tiger Cubs. Thank you for watching this very last Tiger Cub Chronicles segment. We hope you have an amazing year.
Hi, I'm Starla. Hi, I'm Finley. And we do teacher features.
I think this year went really well. It was smooth sailing for the most part. There was a lot of learning that happened, a lot of relationships were made, a lot of connections, and I feel really good and really happy about that.
This year went really great. This is my second year teaching at SPMS, And it's great to see now what is coming up, the projects and amazing activities that the middle school offers to students. So next year I'm planning to go to Universal Studios with the 8th graders, Washington DC, and I would love to take my students again to a field trip to La Monarca Bakery to practice their Spanish and order food in Spanish. That was a really cool activity that happened this year.
So I think this year went really well. I think our classes, for my classes, they all had a great time, I hope, and it was a great school year.
This year was another positive school year. I enjoyed it, had a lot of fun, laughing with and at my students. So, pretty content.
Don't forget who you are and the things that drive you in life, and know that the SPMS teachers are always here with open arms for you to come back, either for a piece of advice or if you need some help or just to say hi. And in my case, if you have questions about Spanish, the Spanish that you're taking in high school, and you need help, I'm here to help.
Don't forget everything that you've learned, everything that you've experienced this year and in middle school in general, and just ultimately where you come from. I feel like starting a new school is like starting a new, it's like you think you walk in with a blank slate, but you actually have so much experience and knowledge that you've learned in the past that you can totally apply to your future that will help you be more successful.
My advice to those students moving on to 9th grade. You are now a 9th grader, so you should act and work like a 9th grader. But if there's one habit you should really try to get rid of, that's tardiness. Tardy to class, tardy on your assignments, get things on time, because it's a terrible habit to break once you become an adult.
Congratulations on surviving middle school, and don't forget to come back and visit.
Congratulations, and have fun in high school.
I'm gonna miss my neighbor, because I'm that loud neighbor on the block who makes all the noise and has all the parties, but my neighbor is always tolerant of the loud parties that I have at my house in 203. And the neighbor I'm talking about is in 201.
Hi, I'm Max.
I'm Izzy.
I'm Justin. And this is Information for the Nation.
And I'm Jackson. And this is Weather.
Wow. This is the last news from us. We'll be moving on to the news horizons after this. But before that, we'll be exploring the news of this past year. I'm Izzy.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Max. And this is Information for the Nation. We began the school year with Tropical Storm Hillary, the first hurricane to hit LA since 1939. It lasted from August 19th to August 21st, causing upwards of $915 million of damage and killing 3 across Mexico and California. We then moved on to a looming threat of government shutdown, with the funding of the government in question for several months. The crisis lasted from late September to mid-March, a whopping 5 months of teetering near government collapse, with the possibility of no federal employees being paid. While the government did risk shutting down many times, the deadline for funding was always extended later and later. Finally, they passed a bipartisan funding bill. However, this problem is likely to rear its head again with the fiscal year ending this October. We then covered the mass workers' strikes across the country, with major institutions temporarily shutting down or slowing performance, like the Writers and Actors Guilds in the movie and TV industry. There were also strikes at Kaiser Permanente and automotive manufacturing. These strikes triggered many others across the country and temporarily put the U.S. economy in a sticky situation. However, workers' rights emerged better protected, with much-deserved increases in pay and benefits. Later, we covered the emerging Israel-Gaza war, which began on October 7th with all its political and military-related topics. These topics included Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, U.S. military and humanitarian aid, and casualty numbers. But currently, the support for war and Israel around the world is rapidly draining in many countries. Recently, though, the death toll in Gaza has surpassed 35,000, with many more thought to come. While there have been a couple ceasefires in the Gaza Strip, the war has still taken so many lives, many of them being women and children. 8 months later, the war still has no end in sight. Throughout the whole year, we've been giving updates of the Russia-Ukraine war and the economic, political, and battlefield changes throughout the year. Some battlefield changes covered mass bombardment and stalemates in the front line between the two countries. It appears that Ukraine might be buckling under constant Russian attack, with minor pushes from Russia beginning to succeed. Additionally, the possibility of Donald Trump being re-elected and his friendliness towards dictators like Putin makes the future of the war uncertain. Finally, at the very end of the year, on Thursday, March 30th, one day before we recorded this, former President Donald Trump was convicted by a jury in Manhattan of all 34 counts of falsifying business records in one of his 4 criminal trials. His punishment is still set to be decided on July 11th. Sadly, once his punishment is announced, he's expected to appeal it, meaning that the charge will go to a higher court, which will take time, and he'll likely not be convicted before the election. Thanks for watching, Tiger Cubs. I guess we won't see you next time. Have a great summer.
Well, this is the final weather episode. I'm sure Markar will miss my narration. Forget about that. Let's begin. On Monday, we have a high of 75 and a low of 59, and it's going to be partly cloudy throughout the entire week, except on Sunday with an AM clouds and a PM sun. There appears to be very little chance of rain, with the highest being Monday with a 6% and Sunday with an 8%. There's going to be a constant 8 to 9 mile per hour wind, and it's going to be kind of hot. So as you know, 75, 59 on Monday. And then near the middle of the week, from Tuesday to Friday, it's around the 80s with 80, 84, 82, and 81, with lows in the 60s of 62, 63, 63, 61. On Saturday and Sunday, it's back to the 70s with 79 and 78, both 61. Also, we are being hit by a bit of a heat wave, so dress for warm weather because it's going to be really hot. In India, it's actually hitting 126. Well, that was the weather. Have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Claire. And I'm Monty.
And here's Cooking Cookies.
Today, we are making chocolate cookies. First, preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Then, gather the ingredients. And whisk together the flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. With the mixer, cream butters and sugars together until smooth.
Add in eggs one at a time. Next, add in vanilla extract and mix until combined. Gradually add in flour mix. Mix until dough forms. Scoop dough with a rounded tablespoon and place on prepared baking sheet. Cook until eggs are golden, which is about 8 minutes.
Here's the results. I gave the cookies a 4 out of 5, Taylin a 3 out of 5.
And I gave the cookies a 3 out of 5. Here are their pros and cons. Thanks for watching, Tiger Cubs.
Hi, I'm Felicity.
And I'm Zoe.
And this is Trivia.
that's all for this week, Tiger Cubs.
See you next time. There is no next time. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, this is the last push.
Hey! Ow!
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.